will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Fields. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Motion. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Mike spoke both. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch it.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready? Right. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Go. 2-6.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
61, matchbox lights. Check 31, check 31.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experience. You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Haywood. You got that right there.
Wentz now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I'm coming after you. And 58 is the mic. Go 81. Defense. Let's go, defense.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And able to find Conley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Sunday.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Colts 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Push it back. Check. Go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. No score after one on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing his Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Time to go, night, night. Bang, 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 bang. One take, spell. Check, 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 check. Watch that. Go. Banjo, 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 banjo. 23, top. And go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Echo. Get in the way with it.
From the gun, Fields. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
Watch the run.
2nd and 11. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mike Bobo. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Football. Take 4.
Off play action. Fields. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Check. 53's mine. Check.
To throw on second down. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Got to confirm, this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Fields. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Lucky.
2nd and 13. This goes to Mack on the check down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You got it, son. Whip. Watch the whip. Zoom.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Two jet. Number West. 3, check 3.
Fournette running right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let him know.
2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Check girls, check.
Looking to throw. Fields. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the deep.
And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Kill. Yeah.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight 15. Switched on Travis. Watch the ship. Under 10.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
35. First down. 35 on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line. 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 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
Balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now, as you noted.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run the draw play with Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go. Throw. Number 53.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Flush. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the 31, Wentz under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Fields. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run again with Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire